Okay, let's talk about expectations. Let's talk about Tuesday and Wednesday when we are returning to school for the first time under COVID safety procedures and protocols. So, what's it going to look like at 7:45 when they let the buses that open up their doors and you come out and you find a line, and what is this going to look like? So, let me share my screen here. I'm just going to minimize this. Excuse this minor production technology glitch as we switch over. All right. So thank you for presenting, Google. Let's talk about Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning when you arrive to school. So how do you be respectful, responsible, and safe arriving to school under these COVID protocols? Number one, we ask that parents, please do not walk your kids down to the entrance of the school. I know if you're like a fifth grade parent and you have some anxiety or your son or daughter has some anxiety, it can't happen. Okay. We need to maintain social distancing. We can't intermingle. You're going to have to trust us that once your student walks away from the car or the bus, or if they're walking to school, that we will keep them safe. All right. So please, we respectfully ask that you do not walk down to the entrance of the school. We will have to ask you to leave. Okay, so boys and girls, let's talk about you. You come to the entrance of the school, whether you're a walker, whether you're a parent pick up and drop off, or whether you're getting off the bus. When you do, you know we need to be, you can be respectful by staying socially distant from other kids. So how do you do that? You're going to see some black lines on the entrance of the school. You need to stand on one person per line, okay? Stay on those social distancing lines. You need to follow staff directions. You know Mr. Alves will be out there, Mr. Gonzalez will be out there, and maybe Mrs. Furtado and a lot of other teachers. But the point is this: if they ask you to, move or to find another spot, please be respectful and follow their directions. I've got something for you too. I would like to ask a personal favor of you, and that is I would like you to support incoming fifth graders by telling them if you're waiting on a 6-foot line waiting to come into the building, if you see a fifth grader, they have permission. I want them to come right into the building. We want them to come right into the building because they don't know where they're going. They can't go right to their classroom if they don't know where the classroom is. So we're going to have the fifth graders come to the building, walk in immediately, and you will be asked to go either to the cafeteria or the gym. Teachers will direct you there. That's where your classroom teachers will be picking you up, and they will walk you to the classroom. We'll do that for a couple, 2-3 days until you are familiar, and then you'll be on your own, and you fifth graders will have to follow the same expectations as every other wizard in our school. Finally, all technology needs to be put away in your bag before you enter the building at 7:45. All right? Clear expectation. Technology has to be put away. Whether it's earbuds, whether it's a phone, as soon as you walk into that building and you have it in your hand and you're trying to put it in your backpack, no, that's too late. We're going to take the phone. We're going to take the earbuds. That's the expectation of the school, okay? Yeah, we'll give it back to you that first time. At the end of the day, you can come pick it up. But if you continue to break our expectations of no technology in the building between 7:45 and 2:15, then it's going to be a little bit harder for you to get it back. And then you got to bring mom and dad into school, and it's a whole big, let's just be respectful and please have all technology in your bag at 7:45 before you step foot in the building. Responsible. So on the Tuesday and Wednesday arrival time, okay, boys and girls, the school's opening up at 7:45. It's not opening up at 7:35. Don't show up at 7:30, because if you do, and you don't, and more kids start showing up, then there may not be enough lines 6 foot apart. So please, okay, if you're a walker, if you're a parent pickup, don't arrive until 7:45. Now, so that means if you're a parent dropping off your child, you probably want to drop them off around 7:40, because it's going to take 3 to 5 minutes to walk down to the entrance of the school. All right. Wizards, when you get to the entrance of the school, you're going to see some black lines. They're they're 6 feet apart. You need to stand on one. You need to stay on that line until the person in front of you moves to the next line. And we're going to proceed in this manner until you get into your classroom. Person in front of you moves, you move up a line. Person in front of you moves up at a black line, you move up a black line. Okay? So we need to do this so that we are safe. And finally, keep your backpack with you all the time. If you put it down and you get like 3 or 4 lines away and you realize, oh no, I forgot my backpack, you're really going to cause some safety issues, because now you might be intermingling with kids less than 6 feet apart. Keep your backpack with you. Finally, be safe. All right? When you arrive to school on Wednesday, you need to have your mask on. It needs to be on appropriately. It needs to be worn the correct way. You will have mask breaks in the day. We'll talk about that another time, but your mask has to be on. Also, we need you to be 6 feet apart from other students and adults, because we know from CDC guidelines that this is one of the safest protocols to keep us all safe, between that and the mask. And finally, enter the building in an orderly fashion. So with that, have a great trip into the school on Tuesday, whether you're walking, you're a bus student, or a parent drop-off. And the administrators and teachers, we will meet you with a big smile, even though you might not see us under the mask, at the entrance of the school to enter on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thank you, team. Have a good night.